Ride the beat when you rock the mic. Put your foot on the gas and eat a red light. Ride the beat when you rock.
Welcome back, patriots, plebs, and people who are just trying to figure out where their money went. Last time we watched the government rob you and call it reform. This time, we get to see Democrats cosplay as Robin Hood while Libertarians are screaming, "Put the bow down, bro. That's still theft." It's 2018 and 2019. Democrats take the House. The Trump tax cuts kick in, and the national debt keeps climbing like a Kardashian Instagram follow account. Let's talk taxes, tyranny, and why billionaires suddenly became public enemy number one. In 2018, Democrats campaigned on repeal the scam. Midterms, baby. Republicans are out here bragging about the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act like they just gave you the keys to a new car. Meanwhile, Democrats are like, yeah, but you're still making payments and it only runs till 2025. They branded it the GOP tax scam. Not GOP tax reform, not we'll tweak it, just straight up scam. Like your cousin selling crypto courses on Facebook. Democrats claim that tax cuts were just a love letter to the top 1% and big corporations. Were they right? Kind of. The corporate cuts were permanent, of course. The individual cuts were not so permanent. Amazon still paid less in taxes than your DoorDash driver. So what did Democrats promise? We'll fix it. We'll make the rich pay. And what did us libertarians say? Nah, let's not fix it. Let's just hit that delete button and delete it for good. What libertarians said in 2018, both parties are useless. That is true. Both parties are useless, even in 2025. Let's check in on the Libertarian Party of 2018. Nicholas Sarwark, LP chair, dropped a truth nuke. Republicans talk a good game about small government, but they passed a $1.3 trillion omnibus spending bill. That's not reform. That's fiscal cosplay. And libertarians were like, cutting taxes is one step. Cutting spending is step two. You forgot step two, morons. So while Democrats are screaming, tax the rich, and Republicans are whispering, cut the taxes, but the debt. That's what they do. Libertarians like myself are in the back yelling, stop spending like a drunk toddler with their parents' credit card. That is true. Both parties do it in equal measure. And let's be honest. They were right. 2019, the progressive plot thickens. Now comes 2019. Trump's still president. The tax cuts are in full swing. The rich are still rich. You notice this is kind of going to be a recurring theme. Cue the Democrat Avengers with AOC, Nancy Pelosi, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren. AOC proposed a 70% marginal tax rate on incomes over $10 million. Elizabeth Warren unveils her ultra-millionaire wealth tax. Bernie Sanders, he just wakes up angry at billionaires every day, but he's a millionaire, so it's no longer millionaires he's angry at. He's angry at the billionaires. Those people don't want you to pay your fair share. They want you to pay, period. And libertarians, we're in the corner like, so taxing people every year just because they have stuff is somehow moral now? Using the force of government to confiscate someone's property. Yeah, that's not immoral. Let's be clear. The wealth tax is basically saying, congrats on saving money. Now give us some because we're jealous. That's not policy. That's pettiness and jealousy with a spreadsheet. Now let's have a reality check. Do rich people even pay? And this is where things get spicier than some fall. The top 1% of earners pay about 40% of all federal income taxes. But progressives say that's not enough. Cool. So when is enough, and who gets to decide when enough is enough? When Elon hands over the keys to his Tesla factory and asks to sleep on your couch, is that going to be when enough is enough? Libertarians like myself, we don't defend the rich because we like them. We defend them because we hate the idea of government power deciding who gets punished for success. Because, spoiler alert, today they tax the rich. Tomorrow they redefine rich as anyone with a savings account and working air conditioner. So let's recap this. 2018, Democrats run on reversing the scam. Libertarians run on burn the whole tax code to the ground. I full-heartedly endorse that. 2019, the progressive tax mob shows up with pitchforks and spreadsheets, like they've ever actually worked a day in their life. And libertarians are still trying to explain that robbing Peter to pay Paul is still robbery, even if you do it with a congressional vote. In part 3, we're jumping into 2020 and 2021. That'll be a really interesting time. COVID hits. The money printers go. Brrr. Joe Biden promises to tax the rich to fix everything. Joe Biden doesn't know where he is sometimes. And the Libertarian nominee wants to cancel the IRS harder than Louis C.K. Smash that like button. Share it before the IRS audits your browser history. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. New videos drop every day. Until next time, stay free, stay informed, and stay accountable.